episode 85. You are listening to the new Glam Podcast, the podcast where style meets confidence. Conquer the frustration of trying on clothes and learn to dress and love the body you are in. There are no size or weight requirements here. I'm your host, Miss J. Join me, won't you? Hey Glam Gal, welcome back to the podcast. I know you are used to podcast episodes dropping on Thursdays. For a little while, we're going to be doubling up on episodes, with episodes coming out on Tuesdays and Fridays. The reason I'm doubling up on episodes is because I heard from all of you what you need to hear right now, and I'm here for you. I've got you. This is how we're going to roll for the next few weeks. We are in this together. For the first episode in what is going to be a series of episodes on working from home routines, all of the routines, and leadership during a crisis, we're going to start out with some heavy-hitting mindset work, because this is really going to inform how we roll over the next few weeks. This is not a staycation. Did you hear me, boo-boo? This is not a staycation. This is not the time to curl up in a ball, get under those covers and hide. And I know some of you want to do that. I know some of you have done that. I know I have done that. And what I came back to was that thought. This is not a staycation. Now be really clear about this. Why is this so important? Because that mindset is going to inform everything. If you know that this is not a staycation and it's time to get to work, and we'll talk about what that work is in a moment, but if you really approach each day with that mindset, you're going to get dressed. You're going to shower. You're going to change those chonies. You're going to put on fresh clothes. You're going to put on shoes, do that hair, makeup up, and show up ready to work. Now, for some of you, that work means actually working from home. I'm an attorney. I'm definitely working from home. I will be doing court calls from home. I'm not necessarily on camera, but I see me. And if I want to show up like a leading lady boss during this time, I need to dress the part. Not because other humans are going to see me. In fact, it's almost guaranteed no one's going to see me except for my husband and my little dog Lilo. But I see me. My opinion matters above everyone else's. I'm going to get dressed for myself because I know this is not a staycation and I did not come to play. Getting up with that mindset means I'm going to make my bed. Even if just a few hours from now, I'm going to go from my bed to my living room, to my bathroom, to my office, back to my living room, and back to my bed. It doesn't matter. That little act of making my bed is in line with my thought. This is not a staycation. When I get my lunch in the afternoon, I'm not going to eat all the things because this is not a staycation. This is not a vacation from real life. Real life is still happening. Now, I can let it happen to me and eat against my own will and buffer with popcorn and whatever else you have on hand. I could do that, but when I remember this is not a staycation, I don't get to gain 9 pounds because I've been locked in my house because I didn't come to play. When I make choices about how I'm going to spend time with my husband, I'm not going to take it for granted that he might be in the other room because I'm not in vacation mindset. I'm not thinking that, oh, well, he's just right there. No, I set my time aside for him. I treat it like a regular work week. I put down my phone. I turn off my tablets. I turn off my screens and monitors. I don't just assume because he's sort of been around all day that that's a substitute for quality time, because this is not a staycation, boo. And we did not come to play. We came to work. The other thing that's important to know is because I treat this like a work week, I have boundaries with my colleagues. If it's 9:00 at night, no, you cannot call me to talk about a work problem. My office is closed now. I have working hours. It is now 9:00. The office is closed. I'm not working at random hours, all hours of the night, all weekend. No. Because this isn't just a staycation where I putz around with work when I kind of feel like it. No. I came to work and then I turned work off. It's hard to do that if you're sort of putzing around all day and then decide in a flurry that today wasn't good enough and you're going to get a flurry of work in at 9:00 at night and then message other people because you had a conundrum. No. Just because other people are maybe treating this like a staycation and putzing around and then working all hours of the night, that's their business. But me and my house, we already know this is no staycation. Do you see how this permeates everything? When I get ready for bed at night, I'm not flopping down in the same pajamas I started my day with. No, I have the ritual of taking off my makeup, putting on actual pajamas because I wore clothing all day, setting aside my clothes for the next day, putting out my coffee mug for the next morning, creating that ritual sense that supports my thought. This is not a staycation, and I did not come to play. And I want you to borrow that thought from me or create your own version of it. But I want you to set this powerful, masterful intention that you are not vacationing. This is not a staycation. You did not come to play. You came to work. So let's get to work, boo-boo. That thing you always wanted to do, now's your time. That dream you always had, now's your time. Miss J out.